Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and I'm basically using this GM Kai, and man, oh man, it's got those things where you're just like, man, I just wish it had a little bit more, but you know, it's kind of like those mediocre type of mobile suits that, you know, does its job, but you know, it doesn't do its job just, you know, very bad to the point that, you know, your legs are getting completely chopped out like throughout the whole match, like the miserable support of the Zaku artillery. Now this mobile suit has its flaws, and it kind of has some benefits, but you know, it's nothing to, you know, party about. It's nothing to be like, oh man, that thing is so good, man, it can conquer the world, man. But you know, it's alright. Now a lot of these matches that I've had with this mobile suit, they were basically matches that I had to fight real hard with this thing, and went in, jumped, and slashed that rabbit type. And knowing the rabbit types have the hard time of having maneuverability, but with their maneuverability problem, they come with a nice threatening, powerful, you know, damage output that thing actually transfers onto a lot of players. And this GM Kai, you know, it's one of those mobile suits that has been produced in the Gundam series, and it's basically one of those test mobile suits to prepare this mobile suit for making the whole variations of the GMs, so the whole GM line basically. And I believe after the 1 year war, they were just making this mobile suit just a lot more versatile than the regular standard GM, just the regular standard GM. And it kind of has the maneuverability of a regular standard GM, and you know, it has a lot of the stuff compacted into this mobile suit. So this mobile suit is basically one of those test type of mobile suits, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say it's the very first iPod, you know, the very first iPod was just compacted into a small size, and was able to, you know, get a little bit better over time. Now this kind of mobile suit, it's kind of the basic function of you know, almost a lot of the single hit mobile suits. And single hit mobile suits, they're pretty good, but you know, it's just, I'm not a big fan of single attack mobile suits. Ever since they added the Mark II buff, where the Mark III buff, where you can actually land 2 melees, yo, that mobile suit got like better. It got 10 out of 10. It got like a whole bunch of the buffs on that mobile suit, and you know, it kicks ass. It's capable of maneuvering and slapping 2 melees, and it makes sense because it's a Mark III. Like, come on. Now for this GM, man, there are so many problems with this mobile suit. You know, it's just, it's good. You know, it can do what it's supposed to be doing. You just have to pretend this is a GM, but with 1 swing. And yeah, I like this thing. You know, but it's not the best. You know, I'm coming in, trying to save my Zaku guy from this Night Seeker. Now this Night Seeker is one of those very like legit mobile suits, and the very first Night Seeker, I believe it's General, that mobile suit is amazing with its 1 swing, and the 1 swing is like, you can rapidly go, you know. And the thing about this mobile suit, what would have made this mobile suit a little bit more better, if you can swing a little bit more faster, but you know, you have to wait for, you know, a very long time before you can go for the beautiful second swing. And you know, you just have to go for a kind of a way. Right there I kind of messed up. That enemy opponent is going on an offense. Good. He's taking a big chunk of my health. And I'll specifically tell you how to use this mobile suit. Now I was going on the offense right here. My legs were broken, and I had to repair this bad boy because, you know, low tier. And this mobile suit is, you know, it's alright in 250, 300, 350, etc, etc. And you know, you can repair your mobile suit to around 3 bars, and you should be able to get back right into the action, and then, you know, do the good old-fashioned mop on the floor right there. You do the good old-fashioned mop. You gotta make sure, you know, you gotta make sure the manager sees that you mop the floor, and, you know, the managers are basically the whole team, and, you know, your employees gotta know, man. They gotta know you're doing the work, man. Gotta know. Now, going over here, getting aggressive with this thing, I'm going offensive. The enemy opponent right there went onto the offensive. The other enemy opponent right next to the Zaku is getting on the offensive. I am going for the offensive. Trying to stop this Zaku flipper. And yeah, I went to kind of like a offensive criteria right there. And you can go pretty damn defensive with this thing. And you just gotta choose your moments. You gotta choose your moments when to pop and when to not pop your melee and your bazooka shot with, you know, single fire mobile suits. And this is one of those single fire mobile suits you have to think. You have to think real hard. You're like, do I want to invest my whole HP into this whole momentum that's going on right here? Was able to slash the enemy opponent right there, which is good. And the melee of this mobile suit is really good. I like the power of this melee. It's got some nice damage. And there was that Zaku Marine was able to do, you know, an impressive attack on me. And, you know, that's not easy, especially with the Zaku Marine. The Zaku Marine, it's a very difficult type of mobile suit to get, you know, your head around with. Right here, I was going for the offensive right here, going for more offense, and the game was basically done right there. And you know, I was able to get a nice, good score with this mobile suit. And GM Kai, you know, it's basically one of those test grade mobile suits. Now, man, oh man, dude, I swear to God, if I had a nice model kit of this mobile suit or some other GMs, dude, I'd do some really nice ass designs with them. And going around this whole goddamn obstacle course, the enemy opponent was trying to go on defensive moment. Defensive meaning they're trying to push back, they're trying to relieve some tension right here. That man right there, he was trying to get aggressive, got aggressive in the wrong moment. Went in for a bazooka clutch shot right there. And I was basically getting pinchered on 2 sides. As I can see, there was an enemy opponent with smoke right there. Wanted to take advantage right here. Was able to land a nice shot. Solid stuff. And he was able to stop me. More enemy opponents on my left flank. Did not expect a whole bunch of enemy opponents. And, you know, that's the problem with having one swing. One swing is just, it doesn't give you a whole area to play with. And when I mean a whole area to play with, you don't have a, you know, you just don't have time to wait for your second melee attack. And this mobile suit doesn't have a second melee attack. And there are some mobile suits that kind of have like this problem. Like the Methis has this sort of problem. The Zaku 2 has this sort of problem. I think one of the high mobility Zaku's have this sort of problem too, where it's just only one melee, and you have to make do with it. But you know, you can't have it all. Now over here, try to go for a nice melee on the legs right there. Some enemy opponent was able to do a nice clutch shot on me. And you know, having a shield on this mole suit is good. Right here I'm going on a defensive. I'm trying to retreat back. And you know, having the shield broken on this mole suit makes this mole suit just slightly a little bit more faster. So I was just taking the advantage of, you know, the speed. And the way you can tell when you have received a little bit more speed is on the HP bar, and you would see a icon, and this icon would shine like blue, like neon blue. And you would get also icons for attack and defense for the specific type of mobile suits. So let's just say you were using a whatchamacallit, a unit. I think a unit 1 and 2. When you activate your exam, you basically get a whole buff type of thing on your mobile suit. So having a little bit more speed on a mobile suit when the shield breaks off is kind of a good thing. And you know, sometimes you can actually intelligently, like literally intelligently, time an enemy opponent to crack your shield. If you time your enemy opponent to crack your shield at that one specific moment, you can go in for, you know, an extra speed buff, and you get advantage of attacking an opponent. And when you get an advantage of attacking an opponent, let's just say a enemy has a heavier priority. Like let's just say an enemy has level 1, level 2, level 3 priority, and you have a level 1 and a level 2 priority. Now if your shield breaks off, when your shield breaks off, you have a priority of attacking kind of a little bit more faster, so you kind of get ahead of an opponent when you're doing some nasty stuff with your beam blades. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff, you know. Just a little information, little nice tip, you know. Just, you got a tip, man. You gotta fill a tip. I'll go over here. Nice, my team member was able to slam this dude. Look at this teamwork right there. That was nice. All of us getting a little piece of his health, you know, just getting a little chunk, a little bit of him, a little bit there. Nice. Now I'm trying to take advantage of a enemy player that has smoke gushing out of his mobile suit. I was trying to get a nice elevation on this that obstacle right there, but I couldn't. Went for the offensive right here, and at this specific moment, an enemy player can't handle that many opponents all in the same time, but they could do as much damage as they can, which is kind of a good thing. Right over here, messed up. This is one of those spots where I kind of have a very hard time trying to get out of. Almost every single time I try to run away from this spot, and a lot of my videos I always die trying to retreat. So I should just retreat over the aircraft right there. You know, you gotta learn. You gotta learn from mistakes. And this is almost like in every game. You know, if you go to a spot and you just feel like, man, oh man, in COD, man, or in Battlefield, or like any Tom Clancy game, you know, when you go right next to that cargo box, you're just like, man, I should not stick my body out. And yeah, it's kind of whack sometimes, you know. Or another thing is that you can actually approach that sort of area where you die a little bit more differently. So you can learn from many mistakes right there. I don't know why I boosted, but okay. His legs were broken, so he was just having a hard time. He was like in a very deep stagger. So when a person's legs are just broken down, and when they get clutch shot like that and they get attacked by opponents right there, it's just very hard, very hard. And my team member right there was able to save me from that one heavy attack, and I just popped in heck yeah, because the dude saved my ass. I rarely get people who save my ass, but you know, it's just freaking awesome. Very effective. In certain moments it can be very effective, you know what I mean, but you gotta make do of what you have on this mole suit. I was trying to dodge roll out of the whole moment, and Frames wasn't able to save me at that specific moment. The act guy kind of chased after me because he knew I kind of had a low health, so he's just like, oh, all I need is one shot, and one shot I can take him out. I can do it. Now yeah, wicked bot, man, wicked bot. I swear to God, man, if a girl literally uses this mole suit, she could probably think like, this is the most strongest robot in the world, man. But in reality, there are stronger freaking mobile suits. And it tricks you. Sometimes it tricks you. It tricks you when you start in the game, you know what I mean? Trying to go in, capture a point, and you know, capturing a point, it's a must. It's a must, man. You gotta jump out of your mobile suit, you know. You just they just gotta add some dance moves, you know what I mean? They have to add some dance moves when you're capturing a point, at least, you know. Come on, come on. I know the game developers wouldn't do that, but you know, it'd be pretty funny, you know what I mean? I just want to see some really cool dance moves, or you know, kind of the things you do in the lobby in this game. It'd be pretty funny to see a Agu guy dance. I really want to see an Agu guy dance. This dude right here, he was stuck on nothing, and I believe, oh, he was stuck on the edge right there of that building. Ooh, that is just real bad. Right over here, he was having a hard time. And a lot of our team members were able to dig into that confrontation, which is pretty solid stuff. And I was focusing on a lot of those enemy opponents in the front, because eventually I knew someone would try to get that kill, or one of me, or me. So I was basically focusing on a lot of these guys all in the same time. Now I wanted to go over here, slap a shot right there. Good stuff. And at the start of the game, we had a really good push right here. Now, yeah, I like this mole suit for having a dodge roll. Dodge roll is pretty damn wicked, and yeah, dude, it's just the dodge roll saves me so many times. I mean, like, so many times. I believe it saves everybody. And you know, you can use dodge rolls tactically. You know, you can use a dodge roll from one building to the other building, and you know, you could do some insane, like, a western type of trick shot, like you're spinning your revolver. And when I mean you're spinning your revolver, you when you roll and then you slap a shot on an opponent, it's just like, oh, it's some good stuff. Especially when you roll and then you go for the good old-fashioned melee. Right over here, I was getting rushed. I'm on the defensive right here, trying to go back. Don't want to get rushed. Getting more defensive, trying to hold off these enemies all in the same time. Trying to roll right here. He went for the attack right there. Went for a nice attack right there. And yeah, that was utterly purely defense. And going on a defensive is a good thing. All those enemy opponents were basically doing a whole offensive, but they were basically failing at it. And they could have, you know, attacked me a little bit more faster, which is, you know, good. But just maneuvering out of those certain type of moments when you're just getting rushed, you know, it's just really good stuff. Right over here, stop that raid from attacking our dude right there, and boom, our guy came in there with the machine gun and did some nice savage work right there. What is there? Our Zaku shot a bazooka at that man's hip, point blank range. That dude just stood there and he was just like, just finish me. He was like, there's no running away from this. Right over here, got a nice shot. Accidentally shot myself right there. Trying to do a nice forward slash right here, attack. Messed up, hit my team member. Slapped the oops right there because, you know, oopsie. Right over there. Dude got in my shot, accidentally shot him. Right over here. And you know, when you see a opponent with low HP, you can always come in with the good old-fashioned machine guns, do some nice stuff. One of my team members knocked me down. It's okay. And when you're using this mobile suit, this GM Kai, this mobile suit is very, very hard. And when I mean very hard, it's very hard to use this in ace matches. In ace matches, if you become an ace with this mobile suit, that's where a double melee really matters. And when I mean really matters, with the double melee, it's just a must, you know. And if you're a GM, but yeah, yeah, this mobile suit got, you know, sufficient enough boost, and it's got, you know, kind of speed. You know, it's kind of got speed, but you know, it's not like a speed that, you know, you could be bragging about. Now I was just using my machine gun. Someone dropped artillery over there, and look at that crazy drift that this mobile suit had. Wanted to pop a bazooka shot. Not sure how my bazooka shot like affected my team member right there, but I believe the explosion of the bazooka thought. Yes, the bazooka thought. You know, it's just like those goddamn bazooka people, man. I can't stand them. They're fucking thoughts, man. They're thoughts. I'm trying to go over here. Went for a bazooka. Rolled. Going on the offensive. He is going on the defensive. Now he went for the offensive. Nice, beautiful catch for that GM cannon. And the thing about that GM cannon, oof, that thing is really good. It's a very effective mobile suit. Very effective, especially for low tier mobile suits. But yeah, when you're using this thing in high tier matches, it's just very hard, very hard. And you know, this is the thing about supports. Just waited for him. Boom. Team member slashed me. Okay. At that moment, I was just trying to find a perfect thing to say, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna slap a roger that. And another thing that is really helpful is changing the whole the things you say. In a lot of games, they give you the options to say what you want in these matches or whatnot. And you know, this game, they do not want to add a mic in these matches, because when adding a mic in these matches, just it really annoys people from other countries. Now yeah, right here I'm just testing this mobile suit's capability, and this is when I was just you know, getting used to this mobile suit. I was just filling it, I was moving it, I was like, okay, alright, pretty effective. Going over here, going for the good old-fashioned bullets right here. Slap the bazooka. And you know, I have some really bad matches with this mobile suit. I'm serious. I have some really bad matches at the very end of this video. I had matches that I got like 6th place, I got like 10th place, and etc, etc. I didn't want to go in for the melee because I saw my my ally use the melee. He popped out his beam sword. I knew he was gonna go for melee on the enemy pilot. Going in. I was drifting awkward right there. Now, what this mole suit has is it's got a bazooka, and it's got its machine guns, and the beam sword, it's okay. You know, it's kind of like some basic stuff, which, you know, it's nothing like amazing, but yeah, it's just it's kind of like a typical one-shot type of mole suit with a melee. There are mole suits that just have one melee, and that's all, you know what I mean? Right over there, my team member was able to land a beautiful shot. All of us are evading that artillery strike. Finally, I'm learning how to evade early the artillery strikes earlier. And you know, the flaws of this mobile suit is that, you know, it's got one melee, and the movement speed, I don't know why, but it just feels very slow. The movement speed of this mole suit feels like, when I'm walking with this mole suit, I feel like I'm walking like baby steps. Like I feel like the steps of this mole suit is just like one foot after the other. So like it just kind of feels kind of slow when I'm trying to get into these solid engagements. And you know, there's a lot of mobile suits that I could just be a lot more faster. There are just a lot more mobile suits that you can choose that are just a little bit more popular, that are a little bit more effective in combat situations. Now that was a really nice shot with the bazooka right there. Trying to get right behind this guy. I'm getting attacked from behind. Went for the beautiful melee. This guy wanted to get involved in this section. My player, my dude right behind me, hell yeah, did some nice work right here. And solid stuff. And the dude's legs were broken, and he was able to do a nice final shot right there. And that dude who was using the GM ground type, he was basically on the offensive, which is, you know, pretty damn good. And he is a 24 major, so yeah, he's one of those experienced players. And sometimes those experienced players, they are so good naturally. You know what I mean? They do thousands and thousands and thousands of games. You know what I mean? Going in, bazooka. And when I'm playing this game, I have to make do with the time I have with these mobile suits. And you know, it's just, I have to make do, man. Sometimes I just wish I could play this game non-stop all day, but you know, it's just stuff, man, stuff. But you know, if you're gonna waste your time, you know, just might as well waste your time in improving and getting better, and improving, getting better in certain type of things. You know, if you're from, you know, improving how you eat, you know, improving how you walk, improving you know, things, improving how to play the saxophone, you know, and improving how to play the flute, you know, improving how to play the drums, you know, improving everything. Now, the thing is that yeah, it's a must, man. It's a must. There we go. Went for the melee right here. Solid stuff. Landed a bazooka shot right in front of that dude's range, and I was actually surprised. I was like, what? Nani? And I believe they added a whole sort of thing where when an opponent is, you know, boosting under your feet, you know, before when an opponent would boost under your feet, I'm not BSing, they'd still catch your melee and you're like 10 feet above. And I'm kind of glad that they were able to fix that kind of problem, because it kind of doesn't feel realistic in certain moments, but it's kind of a good thing that they were able to fix that nonsense. Man, it was just like some of that stuff was kind of like ridiculous. I'm just like, well, what? And yeah, this mole suit should have a little bit more boost. It should have right there, I hit my team member by accident. I've been hitting my team members non-stop these matches. Right there, the explosive shot did not reach this dude right here, and I'm just having a hard time trying to get my sight, because my mind is just getting blinded by all that smoke that was going on. And yeah, it was just like a really nice clutch shot right here. The backwards melee of this, oh man, that was real nice. Real nice. I love it when you have that whole backwards melee that hits a dude. And there just many times when I'm using this mobile suit, it's just when I'm going melee, man, it can be a little bit too slow sometimes. I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to pop my melee in here. Let me use my melee, man. Come on. Right over here, that dude was able to catch my melee, and I was like, oh, that's pretty damn impressive. And that was a, you know, kind of a basic, normal type of match with a GM Kai. Just a state of the art, you know, day-to-day type of basic match with this thing. And you know, it's just sometimes it's just the speed of this mole suit. It's just speed is kind of a, you know, it's a thing, you know what I mean? Having more speed of your mobile suit to turn around and to get really aggressive is just sometimes it has to be a requirement. Sometimes there are some mobile suits that just stand in one position and still can kick ass, you know what I mean? Jazz fast. Anyways, I wanted to go in, go for the melee, got strike from behind. I was absolutely surprised to see a aggro guy come from behind me, and man, those tentacles, man, those creepy tentacles, you just can't see them coming, man. I can't wait to like master that mole suit, because man, that thing is really fun, really fun to use. I was able to use it a couple times, but yeah, man, my team member was able to save me, and I wanted to return a favor. I wanted to go after this dude, save him too. There we go, nice stuff. Hit the enemy opponent in the legs. Wanted to boost out of this really bad situation. And yeah, it's just the turn speed is just Oh man, it just feels like I'm grinding my hand on sandpaper, or like when I'm on a bike and I just really hit the goddamn pavement, and I just get like a whole burn, man, a whole road burn with this turning speed. Well, man, dude, this thing's it's alright, you know. It can do what it's supposed to do, you know. You just have to make do what it has its flaws in. Right over here, the melee was taking a little bit too long, and it was you know, the whole sort of internet connection that was going on right here. Now, here's one of those problems about having like just the bazooka and machine guns. I don't have another weapon on this mobile suit to knock out this enemy opponent. And the enemy opponent is just basically rolling around, rolling and rolling and rolling, and that's a kind of a really excellent tactic. Yeah, it's just really excellent. Very, very nice. Just gotta learn from some players' movements. Yeah, I mean, and if you take a thought to look at enemy players' movements, it can save you sometimes. And rolling and when you're out of your mobile suit is a good tactic. But you know, I just love being in a mobile suit a little bit more than being on ground. It's kind of a weird thing, you know. I just feel like right over here, I wanted to get right behind this dude, hit my dude, hit this guy. The enemy Agu guy hit all of us, so it was kind of a really weird mixed match type of thing right here that was going on. And one of my dudes basically died, and I wanted to roll, surprise attack him. He was able to counter me. Absolutely good prediction right there. And that man was able to finish me off and knock me out right there. Good stuff. And that Yoon guy, he's been playing this game for a while, and he's pretty good. Like, he's very good. I see him in a lot of these matches. And you know, that's the thing, when you be playing this game, you see a lot of familiar faces. You're just like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Oh, I know that guy. Oh yeah, that guy, he saved me that one time. And there was this player, I believe in my other account, and his name was "I'm going to make you quit." And throughout this whole match, me and him, we were going ham, dude. We were going ham. This dude, like, we had the perfect elements, man. We were like PB and J for like 24/7 throughout this whole match. And yo, sometimes you can actually have some really good players in this game, and they can be your wingman. And when I mean wingman, if you slap a wingman in your position in your team, yo, sometimes you can get out of like really bad situations. You and your wingman can literally take over like one dude at a time, and it can be very effective. If you're having a very hard time in this game, having a wingman can give you a absolutely good benefit. And you know, it's kind of a little info too. And throughout this whole match, I was just having a really bad time. Just a bad time this whole match. I didn't have enough turn speed. I didn't have enough speed to get into, you know, engagements fast enough. And you know, that's the thing about, you know, doing these low tier matches, like the 250, 300, etc, etc. So there were basically 3 guys going after this this cannon, which was kind of a bad decision. It was like 4 guys after one poor cannon. And I was just like, you know what, we should have not focused on one guy. We should have just spread out. And that cannon basically wasted a lot of our time right there, which was kind of a bad thing right there. Right over here was trying to get a nice engagement and trying to go on the offensive. The other guy across the building from me with the Zaku, he was going on the defensive, and then there was this raid right here that I totally did not see. And I was getting attacked on the side. There was a invisible raid. It was just a really bad scenario, so I wanted to go on a defensive. So I wanted to roll back my mobile suit, and yeah, man. And there was a player in our team basically said advance, and a really good option for this whole sort of really bad engagement would have tighten our defensive or stick together basically, and that would have been a really good type of maneuver. Now yeah, that's basically it. And if I had to rate this mobile suit, I'd give this mobile suit like an 8 out of 10. It does its job, but you know, it's alright. And see y'all later. Take care, enjoy your day.